welcome to the show. we don't have a name. Well, we do have a name. The name is probably still there on all our branding, but now I feel self-conscious about saying it. Now that everyone has decided that it is not a funny name, it is not a good name. We're in the process of changing it. We have a few names that we're working through, trying to decide.
We have a poll. To be fair, some people like it. 27% of our Patreon audience seems to tell us that we should keep the name, cowards. Yeah. And another 46% likes podcaster V Predator. And then we have a Seat podcast. And today, as of this recording, OpenAI dropped their new text AI, which I asked for some recommendations because that's how desperate we are now. I'm asking chatbots for recommendations.
Well, they're good. They're creative.
They were okay, and some of the recommendations was criminally funny, criminally stupid, the pedo patrol, which I like, laughing at lawbreakers, the criminally absurd, the pedo slammers.
You had a pretty apt comparison of Mutzi.
Yeah, I told you he looks so as a listener, simply imagine Skinny Pete from Breaking Bad, which is mean to say because Skinny Pete is a nice person in the show. Like he's a solid homie to Jesse. But this guy looks exactly like him.
Well, yeah, he was acting. When he wasn't acting, he was going out molesting kids, apparently. He does look exactly like him.
And like Jackson said,
it looks exactly like him. And this was before Breaking Bad.
Jackson said he looks like a magician. And I was like, what magicians have you been watching? Like the kind that makes meth disappear? The guy is all wiry. He seems to be bald. Oh no, never mind. He's wearing like a beanie.
He starts this element of the conversation by saying, which part is best on your body? So he wants to know more about Danny, the decoy.
Yeah.
And she says, I don't know, lol. And then Mutzi gets very forward here and he says, tell me. And she says, I'm kind of small. And so he makes an assumption here. He says, boobs, small too. I don't know why they all turn into cavemen as soon as like any kind of sex is announced.
None of them can spell, bro. They're all so stupid. None of these people could like pass a simple 4th grade math exam, let alone grammar. This isn't even like him being a foreigner or anything. Like, I'm a foreigner. I speak English decently, at least I'd like to think. Like this is caveman brain. This is him with his dick in his hands.
Yeah, it really
already
is.
Like addling an already stunted brain. If you're gonna take like nudies, at least make it somewhat artsy, where I can see your forearms and your shoulders and your pecs or something, not just a photo of your fucking ball sack. That's like if a girl sent you nude photos and it was just a close-up of her labia. Like, okay, what am I supposed to do with this?
I mean, guys are way more visual, Kai. Guys love that, regardless.
Yeah, that's true. But for women, this is a turnoff, and I would imagine this guy. Of course, these guys don't know that.
You could show a guy like what are those cameras called where they insert them into like orifices? You could show them like an internal view of a vagina and say, "This is my vagina. This is the inside of my vagina," and guys would love it. Oh yeah,
absolutely. Like just a colonoscopy camera. I also don't know what they're called, but absolutely. Absolutely. Would you like to read the comments about coming on the camera? Or the chat log, I mean?
Yes. So yeah, Mutzi he's a performative man. So he starts off this segment by saying, it's going to be difficult for you. I'm assuming this is talking about sex at this point. Danny, the girl, replies, yeah, it might hurt, huh? And then he says, yeah. But then he continues on by saying, you want me to come on the camera? So he feigned a little bit of like concern. I wouldn't say concern. He's like, yeah, okay, shut up, bitch. You want me to come on the camera now? I'll do it. I'll come.
This is such male brain. Like,
it is like
no woman wants to see you come on a camera. Like the substance of cum in and of itself is not attractive to any woman. Once again, that's like a male thing for. You know how men film themselves coming on like action figures or anime figurines or whatever the fuck they're called?
Yeah, tributes.
Yeah, like tributes, exactly. It's like, no, nobody wants to see this except you.
Yeah, the internet made it possible for pedophiles to be in your home, essentially, at all hours of the day.
They're omnipresent, like a perverted god, like Satan. Would you like to read the next segment?
Yeah, so this segment, because I cut off these chat logs into little bite-sized things of the most interesting, I suppose. The things that spoke most to Musti's character, essentially. And this segment I called Musti Has Competition. So he starts off this by saying, "Did you play dick before?" I don't know what that means.
Like an instrument?
Yeah,
I played dick professionally in a band for 5 years. We never took off, but...
Yeah, I'm a dick auteur.
I soloed that dick.
The decoy replies, "Yeah." And then he replies, "What did you do?" She said, "I licked it." And then he replies, "How old is he?" And then she replied, "He was 18." And then, the decoy replies, "He was 18." Musti replies, "It was big, his dick." Why do they want to know? Why would you ever, like, in just a normal relationship, why would you ever ask if, like, the exes or the previous partners?
But it's not big? A normal
this
relationship.
Seems to be a common thing.
This is just sexting.
And then Musti replies, "Did you get him cum?" Not get him to come, by the way. It just says, "Did you get him cum?" Like, did you give him a gift of cum? She replies, "Yeah." And then he replies, "How was taste?" And then she replies, "Kind of salty some." And then he replies, "Did you like it?" And then she replies, "It was fun."
This sounds a little like he is interested. Like, how was it?
Yeah, he wants to taste test this to come.
Danny says, "You can do that." He goes, "It's coming. Are you watching?"
He came immediately. As soon as she said, "You can do that." She didn't even spell that right.
She goes, he goes, "Are you watching?" She goes, "Yeah." Musti, "I did." Danny, "I saw." Musti, "Okay, cool." This is my dirty talk with my girlfriend too, Jackson. I go, "I'm gonna fuck you. You can." "Okay, I'm about to come." "Cool. I just came. I saw."
It's so sad. How did you come
romantic,
to that?
So sexy.
How did you come to that? So, yeah, that's the end of Musti's tale, essentially. After that clip, he gets to get up and leave. And he gets to continue playing games.
Musti since.
Yeah.
Until he became Skinny Pete, apparently, and developed a meth habit.
What if it was actually him? Because Breaking Bad was shot after this, right? This was 2003. Breaking Bad was like, what, 2005?
I think so.
Wow. Wait, so did they model Skinny Pete off this guy or vice versa?
I really doubt it. I mean, like I said, Skinny Pete in the TV show was a nice person, and apparently it started in 2008. Probably not. I mean, that guy plays like wiry-looking skinny characters in every show.
But it's the outfit too. He looks exactly the same in terms of outfit.
He does, I know.
It's so unfortunate and weird. I guess that might just be the style at the time, maybe, for skinny meth heads. I'm not sure.
I wonder if this guy can even afford meth. I don't know. He just seems like a weird carpenter who developed the habit of going online and playing games, quote unquote, with little children.
Yeah.